What's up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's DripGodDero, and I'm back at you guys with another banger. Now, in today's video, we are going to talk about my predictions for the Brooklyn Nets Milwaukee Bucks playoff series. Now, this is going to be a good one. That's all I can say. I feel like this will be the best series in the playoffs, period, point blank. It'll be better than the finals. It'll be better than anything that will happen in these playoffs. And the reason, hold on, y'all. As usual, y'all know the vibe.
Plus, unbeatable.
ESPN, bro. ESPN. But with that being said, let's get down to it. Now, in 2 of the 3 regular season games, right here, you guys can see, the Bucks won 2 out of those 3. And I know this might be a hot take for real, but me personally, I think the Bucks might win. Now, the reason I feel like the Bucks might win is because they match up very well defensively against the Brooklyn Nets. No, the reason I say that, we got Drew Holiday. He's a great defender. I feel like he'll be on Kyrie if, the coach lets him play on Kyrie or guard him, all that good stuff. I feel like for James Harden, I feel like Chris Middleton is a pretty solid defender against him. I feel like he could slow him down a little bit. And for KD, who else better to guard him than Giannis Antetokounmpo, a former Defensive Player of the Year and a player who has just as much size as KD. So right there, I feel like they do match up very well defensively against the Brooklyn Nets. Another thing is that the Milwaukee Bucks in the playoffs, they have been getting a lot of rebounds. In their series with the Heat, they dominated on the boards, and that's a spot that the Brooklyn Nets struggle very mightily with. So I feel like if they dominate these boards and they play great defense, which they have been doing, and like I said, most of their players match up very well against them, I feel like, hey, those are 2 points where they can succeed a lot with the Nets. Another thing is that the Nets, their offense isn't really, just anything too crazy. They do a lot of ISO, and like I said, that's where them matchups will come in handy. Them being able to match up well against most of these Brooklyn Nets players. Another thing is the players coming off the bench. Now, I know this is the playoffs, so most teams only got an 8-man rotation, but a key player that's probably going to be out in game 1 for the Brooklyn Nets is Jeff Green. He's a player who has had some pretty good minutes with this Nets team. So he will be out. And me personally, I feel like that's going to hurt this Brooklyn Nets team when it comes to defense. Now, the reason I say that is because me personally, I feel like if Jeff Green was playing, he'd be the person guarding Giannis most of the time. So I feel like it will hurt them specifically in this game 1 since he is not here. And I feel like just that the Milwaukee Bucks, their bench is slightly better than the Brooklyn Nets bench. But let's look at these regular season games to just really get some context in what happened between all of them. As you guys can see, all of the games were close, especially this game 1. But let's get some context with these games. Now, James Harden was in this game, and they won this game, just so you guys know. He had 34 points. Giannis had 34 also. So they were about equal around there. Let's look at the box score. All right, so Chris Middleton had 25. Giannis had 34. Brook Lopez had 15. Drew Holiday had 22. And DiVincenzo had 8. I don't think DiVincenzo is going to be playing this series. So that is that does hurt them a lot right there. But I feel like they do have some decent pieces off the bench. I feel like Forbes is pretty good off the bench. He could hit a couple threes. Connington, he plays decent defense. DJ Augustine, pretty fast guard. He could hit a couple threes. I know the box score not really showing that, but they are pretty solid. And the most underrated part of their bench is Bobby Portis, man. That man is great coming off the bench, man. Getting rebounds. He can make his own shot every now and then in the post. So, yeah, he pretty solid. Let's look at what the Nets did. Hey, KD, man. KD had a very efficient 30 points. Jeff Green, like I said, hey, they go miss having him. He's starting to. He had 14 points, was +9 on the plus minus, 6 defensive rebounds. Hey, they go miss that. And he was 4 or 5 from 3. Joe Harris had 20 points, 7 of 12, 5 out of 7 3-point shots. DeAndre Jordan was all right, you know. He was all right, 6 of 6. And James Harden had 34 too. I guess they did not have Kyrie Irving in this game. So that is something you should be worried about if you're the Milwaukee Bucks. That they didn't have Kyrie Irving and they still beat the Milwaukee Bucks. So if I was a Milwaukee Bucks fan, I would be kind of nervous about that. And that's kind of been the story throughout most of their matchups in the regular season, that at least one star has been gone in every game. Let's look at game 2. KD had 42 points. Giannis had 49. Let's see if the Nets had Kyrie. They did have Kyrie, but they did not have Harden. Once again, like I said, that's something you should be worried about. Not having at least one of their stars. So if I was the Bucks, I would be nervous about that. But I feel like I don't know why, man, but I just feel like this is the Bucks' year. I feel like they can cause an upset just off how different, you know, their defensive strategies are, to be honest. I feel like the Milwaukee Bucks will just, you know, lock them up defensively, especially when they start playing hero ball, because they do tend to have hero ball tendencies, especially in the fourth quarter. So with that, that's my prediction. I feel like the Milwaukee, my bad guys. The Milwaukee Bucks, they will win this series. I don't think it's going to be a short series by no means. It should be in at least 6 or 7. And for game 1, I think the Bucks will win game 1. So go on and put your Bovada money on me. With that, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Turn on notifications and all that good stuff. And remember, guys, Sunday sermon's coming in tomorrow. So if you want to hear that real shit, some shit that can motivate you, some shit that can help you in life, then tune in tomorrow. And I will be also making a video on this Hawks 76ers series coming up. So tune in for that later on today also. With that, I'm out.